Hello and welcome back. Episode 5, here it is. Oh, looking so good already from the house. Well, from this house until we get to the other one. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to do two quick shout outs to two of our friends. Now, again, with me rushing and trying to get stuff done, what was it? Carp Crappington. Thank you very much for letting me know that when it comes to the trees, that I missed that there was an actual there's a customization option. So get down to, because we were using this one, I think it was this one. Yep, that one right there. So it says change tree size, right D-pad. So we can go right from the little one, although it looks like hopefully, yeah, we were at okay, thankfully we were at the biggest one. So I don't have to chop it down. But that is nice. So it doesn't matter what tree we get, we can pick any tree we want. And that's awesome to know. So again, Carp Crappington, thank you so much for letting me notice or making me notice that. That was fantastic. As well as Doink SSZ, there let us know that when it comes to the landscaping. So when it comes to us landscaping, and when we did the big the big ground changes, and how I was saying how you get the little glitches, and then we'd have to exit, like save, exit, and reload. So Doink SSZ let us know that what he does, or what they do, sorry, let me respond. What they do is they zoom out real far, and then they, as far as you can, and then they zoom right back in, and it's almost like it kind of like resets it and reloads it. So we are going to make sure that we do that when it comes to this, because getting right into it. So we've got our transition here that we finished off last time. We've got the transition here we finished off last time. This area right here is all smoothed out right there, ready to rock and roll. Now, I already noticed that we're going to have an easier time, because on the regular Elmcreek, this area was a little bit higher than everything else. So it looks like we lucked out there. And then we still have to put this transition in, as well as we did. Did we do this transition? Yep, looks like we did this transition. So we're good there. And then we're going to have to do this one. So getting into the meat and taters, and then we're going to do the chickens and the sheeps, and we're going to start our shed, kind of work our way down. We're going to try to work this field right there. So that would be field 2 is what we're working on. So we're just going to grab our tractor right here, and we are going to go just double check for the transitions. Now, it got me thinking while I've been doing this, and while I've been working away at it, and even just working away Riverbend and thinking and that sort of stuff. Now, I've been contemplating, because in 22 we had double pens. Yeah, I see, it's noise. It's noise. In 22 we had double pens. So, but because we didn't have customizable pens, so I'm thinking we're gonna change it up a little bit in a good way. That, yeah, see, that's, yeah, okay, we did all that too. So we're going to change it up in a little way where we're going to be using I'm going to see, we might be doing a little bit of a testing. So it might be a little bit of a testing factor where we're going to slam down some pens and just kind of see how they fit and how they jive, and then look at the numbers too. So we're going to check out the numbers, because I have to double check our sheep. I should have done that before I got in, but well, yeah, I'll go back and do that. And then I do know that, because our chickens with our double pens, we were holding 1,440 chickens. So we had 2 roosters, and the rest were chickens, so they were working overtime. And then basically we just had that going. So if we can do the same with the same kind of numbers, then yeah. All right, so right into the transition here. So we did have our our flat bottom bins. We had 2 flat bottom. Like, we had a flat bottom bin here, and then there, with 3 of them that kind of worked their way. And then we had this little transition right here. Now, in this instance, what we did was we actually did the ramp factor. So, or slope, sorry, let me rephrase. So we're going to go into our slope. So again, just like our roads, you have your intensity, or like all of them, you have your intensity and your size. So we're just going to go with the lowest intensity, and we're going to go with the smallest size, because I would just kind of want to work my way in and work my way out. Also, too, sometimes it is kind of nice. I will do one size up, because roadways wise, it doesn't cut you such a straight and narrow line. So let's just try this first. We're going to try this way on this ramp, and then we're going to be using the ramp on this one as well. So starting here, now I like to do it on this lower slope. I personally kind of like to do it on the lower slope. And well, you know what? No. I pick where I want to start. If I'm up, I'm here. I want to keep this land, and we can work our way up there. And then same here, we're probably going to start there and work our way up, or I should say down. You'll see. Okay, so going here, where your initial landing wants to be. So you don't want to be too close to right here, because if we are too close and the ground changes, we may have to. Now, again, you may have to remove the bridge. In 22, I don't think we could remove the bridge. I don't remember. Yeah, I think we could. Anyways, so I like to do it just a little bit outside, and then what I'll do is I'll start the ramp close, and then I blend from here. So we're going to start right about here, and then it says there on your square button, or for us here on the PlayStation here, it says your square button, we're going to set our slope target point. So this is where you want to do. So if we're going to hit our square once, I do it twice. It's like save games, right? I do it 2 or 3 times just to make sure. So I'll hit my square button a couple times, and then I'm going to go out to where I want it to be. So let's say we're here and we want it down. You just go down to where you want, but we want it to be going up. So now we're going to go up to the farther you go. Well, depending on how far you go, it will give you a slope degree. So if I remember correctly, I don't think we were too far back. I think it was about right here. So now we're going to hold, or we're going to hit slope to point, and that gives us okay, so it's 8%. So we have an 8% slope, and we did yep, there we go. See, that's not so bad. So now we just kind of work it way out a bit. There we go. Yep, just like that. And we don't want to go too far because we set our slope point. So if we go past the slope point, then it's going to start going. It's going to be bringing the land back up, I do believe. So we're just going to go right to where I said, and then there we go. So now there is going to be that bump, right? Oop, force a habit. So got our little ramp, we got our little transition, right? Just a beginner transition, because this isn't the end. This is just the start. So there's that little bump there that goes down, and then you're going to see see how it kind of rumble a bit there, little bumbly. So what we're going to do is see, it all depends, artist discretion, right? So to a degree, I would keep some of that bump. I mean, I would almost say that's kind of nice because you're not going to have a perfect round. Like this is all going to be gravel up here. Up here's gravel. The pigs and the cows are dirt. Yeah, you know what? We're going to soften that. And then up here too, see how there's that immediate bump right there? So that's when you can get your soften tool. You can get your soften tool right there, and then we can soften that up. Now, I kind of think, okay, we're just going to real quickly here. So let's just see. We're just going to do, we want silos. We want the Meridian grain bin, and we want the big flat bottom one, which is the 72,000. That's, no, 84. 77. Okay, so there's that one. Oh, that looks too short. No. Yeah, that looks more gooder. Yeah, okay. So there's going to be one right there. And then there's going to be one right. Yeah, you know what? Okay, we could probably do like one more. See, we don't want to be going too close. Okay. You know what? I think if we just soften it a little bit. Yeah, let's try that. Because technically speaking, this was a throughway. Like this was designed as a throughway, and then this turned into one of those entrances that I thought I'd use a lot, and I never did. I don't think I barely ever came in and out of this entrance here. So we're gonna grab our soften tool, or soften, and just on the edge here, on that little bump, we're just gonna go back and forth a little bit, back and forth, and just kind of work it as if you're driving up and down, and then same thing. We're just going to go back and forth, just kind of work it as if you're driving. Oh, a little bump up there. That's okay. So we're going to go. Actually, you know what? That might work good. This one, I don't know if that's okay. Let's just test because it kind of looks a little bumpy. Kind of looks a little funky thing going on here. So we're just going to ride our edge here. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa. What just happened? Okay. Let's okay, forget about the ramp for a second. What was that? Whoa. Hold on a second. This is interesting. So it's a left tire? Or is it a speed thing? What in the world? Oh, maybe you know what? Oh, you know what? Maybe we do have to. Oh, that is so, okay. Interesting. because again, thanks to our friends, I found out that when it comes to the main barn issue that we're having on the ground, as well as apparently this that bridge there, that when the update came out, the new save does have it. So I was resisting the new save. I was resisting trying to do. Yeah, what is going on there? What is going on there? Okay, that is for, you know what? Nope. Let's just see. You know, we're here. We're problem solving. Let's just see here. So if let's say we grab. Okay, so raise lower. Can we get close enough to? No, because the bridge is there. So if we take the bridge out, and then what we do is we go. That's, yeah, I don't know if I want to do raise it lower or raise up a little bit there, just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, maybe now. Was it others? I think it was in others. That's a shorter list, so I'll go through that quick here. Oh, nope. Okay, hold on, bear with me. Thought the bridges were down way near the bottom, if I remember correctly. Oh, was that them? Nope, that was bench. It's all green. And close, yes, no. Oh, into cars. No, so cars are definitely not yet. Okay, where'd it go? Come on, Major. Taking too long here. Or was it right at the beginning? Bridge pack, right? So it's probably. I bet you anything I went right past it. Lordies. There it is. There it is. Right there. All right. Idiot. So if we. Okay, so we could, because last time we did it over here. Oh, we're going to snap it. Yeah. Okay, so if we snap it. Or not. Maybe we don't want to snap it. Oh, come on, get your. Oh. That's a little bit. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could even angle it a bit to make it. See, that's the. Okay. See, that's the higher end. And then if we go here. And then it looks like it cuts into the ground. Oh, just a little tap. Just a little tippy tap. Okay, so we. And in the ground there. But that's too far in. Yeah, see, that's. Where's the ball? There it is. We can see the gravel kind of filled it in a little bit. Ooh, let's try that. So, free mode is on. Yes, good thing. On. Okay. Maybe. Not bad. Not horrible. I mean, I gotta feel. Oh, that's not like. There we go. A little bump. See, maybe. Okay, now let's try some soften. Let's just do a little bit of softening here. See if that goes. A little bit soften there, maybe. Or should we have done the soften prior to? Because we got the top transitions down. That's not bad. Like, that's not horrible. So what we do is, we got enough little. Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now we're going to try this. just to see, because again, this is a definite major throwaway, especially when it comes to some of the bigger trucks. So when it comes to this, not too shabby. Oh, looks like that nose might have clipped a bit. Okay. Let's just see. Whoa, calm down. Not bad. Okay. It's tight. But it's doable. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna keep her. Let's just do one more. Yeah, I mean that's realistic. It's like that's doable. You get a little bit of gravel that built up on the end there that builds up and kind of wears away at the end here. Oh yeah, okay. It's the grass that makes it look like it hits. Okay, groovy beans. And then here, this is where FAFO Gamer is bane of his existence, my fence. Okay, so that's tight. Definitely tight, but doable. For sure doable. And then same thing if we're going this way, right? No. Let's just double check here. Definitely a little tight again, but it's the way she wants. So that's the way it's going to be. Okay, and then last but not least, the turn. So then this way we should be able, there we go. Okay, so a little tight, but totally doable. And that transition's good there. Okay. Ooh, yes. Excellent. All right, so now from here, turn that off, back to here. Now, when it comes to that's pretty much ready to rock and roll. And now what we're going to do is we are going to grab the tractor, bring it over to the other spot. We're going to save because we are happy, right? We're happy with what we got, so we're ready to move on. So now at this point, this little ramp spot, yeah, see, that's pretty good. I want to say that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know, I'm still considering like we're not too far out. I can redo this, right? I've redone a lot more before, so I can definitely redo this if we need to, which now that I'm thinking about it might be the way to go. But we are here. We are going to move forward here. So now when it comes to the back here, the ramp, what we're going to do is let's try the opposite way. So we are going to go slope, and if I remember it was again pretty close. So less intensity, but we're going to go one size up this time. We're going to set slope target point to square. And we'll hit that a couple times. And now we're going to go down. Oh, it lands not on. So now if we have our little, so our green is going to be up a little bit, but I'm going to be, it's the red that it concentrates on. So we're going to get right there, as close as we can before. There we go. So right there, because we're going to want to transition out, right? Ooh, 6% grade. Okay, so that's pretty good. So now we just go all the way here. And up she goes. Just like that. Now we're going to go one size smaller, and this one was a little bit wide. So we're going to go up that side. And then we're going to go up the side a little bit. There we go. Beauty. There we go. And then you can see it was a little bit dark there, so we're just going to zoom all the way out. And zoom all the way back in. There we go. Looking good. Okay, so now, again, we're just going to test it. Oh, we forgot to save. Oh, good thing that went well. That could have sucked. Okay. Yeah, like autosave is good and all, but I still prefer. However, I do know there is the downside where I have had that couple hours of work down the drain when power goes out or something goes on. Okay, so now we do have that little bit of a bump there, and then we've got that little bit of a bump there, which pretty good. So now we can go back into our soften. There we go. And then again, we're just going to get the edges here, like the ends here, and just back and forth. We can see our money move a little bit, so we're not going to be doing too much. There we go. And then hold off. We're not going to, we let go. Definitely let go. Don't run the soften up the ramp. And then back to our edge right here. We're just going to do a little bit more soften. You can see the money moving a little bit. And then as you can see, the money will slowly kind of stop. and then we're just going to soften out, and then this way we softened out a lot, actually. So this one was pretty much, you can spin around. We're going to do the whole corner right here. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. And then we let go. And then we're going to bring this down just a smidge. Just a smidge. There we go. Just a touch right there. There we go. Because it was, you drove up and then you can kind of drive out. There we go. Because yeah, then we had our silage pits right there. Now this is a little higher. I'm just looking at it right now, and it definitely is a little bit higher than the other 22. But that's all on where you start up here. So we might have been just a smidge back here when we started our level. So I've noticed that, and the amount of times that I've tried, and I've done some rebuilds on this, and even on the live stream that we did of the rebuild, I've noticed that it all depends on where you start right here. If you start down a little bit, obviously that's going to change everything. So far looking really close, but I will say I feel like we are a smidge taller than we were. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like it a bit. Just because I know that the ground was down in here too a lot more. All right. Okay, so that's good too. I think that's good too. Now we are going to keep softening as we go, as we build it, but that's going to be for that field. We don't have to worry. We have done our softening here. We're not going to be worrying about too much moving there. We're just going to, it's as we move, as we work our way down, right? So let's save. Wrong button. There we go. What was it? Oh, for sale. What was that? Is that the Spanish harvester? Hey, you want to move over to my over to Riverbend there for me, please? Hey, Ralph, go get that over to Riverbend. Okay, so we've softened that up. So now again, we're just going to do our little drive around and just see how it feels. It's not too bad, right? Oh, that was a little bumpy on the edge there. Yeah, we probably could have actually got a little bit maybe wider, or turn here. That's okay. We can soften that edge there a bit. That's definitely for sure. That one little edge right there. That. Just soften that. Okay. I feel like that's better there. And then yeah, we are gonna have a fence that's gonna be running across and wait. Okay. All right. So save it up. Just guess. Now, when it comes to the pens, okay. Now, we put two pens side by side in 22, and the reason we did that was because you couldn't have the customizable pen size. So now with 25 having the customizable pens, we do have options, right? So let's just see here. We want our aminals. We want to do our chickens first. We need to do our chickens. So we have base game wise. We did use this one right here, which is 360. Really? Ouch. Okay. Because that, yeah, that's what we used. And I think it was 720. It was 720 in the one that we had. Okay. Now, sorry. Let's go back to chickens. There we go. So now on top, we haven't activated we have not activated our pens. Okay. So initially, let's just real quick right here, because I know on this one, I mean, what we did was we put this one was about here, something like that. And then the other one was something, other way, was something like this. So now what I'm thinking we can do is we can do a pen like this, except we can use the other area. We can use this area for pasture for the chickens. So let's let me go grab the fenceless pastures, and I will be okay. So turns out actually apparently I did have it selected. I'm just apparently blind, so let's just check this out. But while I did check, I actually did find something new. So there is another mod out there called Bigger Animal Barns by CavalierRoy, Monkey Show Modding. So look, oh my god, 2,000! Holy jumping! Okay, so there's 500, and there it is. So fenceless pastures right there. So it's just a little. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is where I was wondering about what we were gonna do, because what we could do, there's options, and this is why I'm wondering whether or not we're going to be, whether or not we're going to be doing the testing or not. Because so 2,000 chickens, that's a it could be interesting. So let's just see, because I don't think it'll have. I mean, it's got the uh, well, maybe not. So this one, let's just see if it does. Okay, so we're gonna go snapping on. Let's see if I remember correctly. It was somewhere around this. Well, not remember correctly. Let me just quickly, because I do have them on the Redis. It was right about there. Okay, so it was kind of touching. It was getting a little close. Looks like it was right about there. Back a bit, kind of touching the edge. Right there. So now we're going to put, yeah, because I remember it was up a little bit. So we're going to put our free mode on. And we're going to put that down. Do you want to? Yes, we do. So it was going from here. That's right. We went out. Snapping. Do we want snapping? Snapping is on. Yes. So we're going to go, hopefully go straight out. Yeah, it was the one. Right there. Look at that. I remember that right towards that tree as well. Okay, so then, let us go out. Okay, so now we're going to try to, this is where the camera thing sucks. So collides with an object. Okay. So what if we 1995 there? And, no, it keeps colliding. No, we're still good. It goes right between. Okay. So, we can keep it right down near the, just outside, maybe. Yep, that might. Okay, so now we're gonna bring it inside. Oh, this is where it's gonna change. It's gonna be changing good, because now we get to pick. Let's go right about there. Oh, okay. Ooh, how could we do this? Say, oh, you know what? Actually, we're gonna do. I like just to do those little round edges. Okay, so now out here, because the other pen was, and we had to feed it, so I had to make sure. Oh, this changes things. This changes things. And let's just take a look, see at the picture here again. Hold on. So it's kind of a. So if we put the road like that in the picture, like so, that's going to go out that road, and then it's going to go down right about there ish. Yeah, and then the build, yeah, we had a substation right there. So we could actually, do we? Ooh, if we put it like this, we can still fit the substation. Okay. So, I mean, this is just kind of eyeballing it now. And it did stick out a little bit, but that's right, because ha. Nice. So right there is what we want. And then we're going to want one little corner piece right there. Yeah. And then we're going to want, there, there, there. Oh, see, still give. Yeah. Come on, baby. Oh, really? Oh, wait, whoa. No, just delete the last segment, R3. There we go. Okay. Nope, we don't want that. So what if we do there? Oh, so close. Okay, so what if we go out a little? Oh, so close. Come on. Oh, that one. Oh, okay. So what if we delete that one, and then and then what do we say? Let's try that. Oh, come on. We can do this. We can do this. There's got to be a way, that just a nice little way to round it out, maybe. Oh, so close, so close. So we can go a little bit closer, like so. Yes, yes. And then X. And then what? What? What just happened? Did I hit the wrong button? Okay, so why is that showing? Or done. Or done. There it is. Okay, so oh yeah, that's right, because we reloaded. Okay, so I may have screwed something up here, but also too, this is what I want to point out. So this is an example of why this is. I'm sorry, we may not be getting very far, but we might be making decisions in this episode because this is not. Oh, we forgot to round out that corner too. That's okay. That's okay. I don't think I rounded out that corner. Oh, fired, Major, fired. So that does look good, but what I wanted to see is does it register? Because I've noticed in Riverbend, my horse pasture doesn't register. Oh, do we need our other stuff? There we go. Now I can see your steps. So now we want to be going here. Oh, no. Chicken coop. Total crane. Yeah, see? Okay, hold on. All right, so, ba-boom. Ba-boom. Do you want to sell? Yes. Okay, so oh, perfect. And it even leaves a little patch for us. Okay, so this is what I want to see. So now we're going to just do this real quick time, super quick. We're not going to worry about too much because, again, I want it. So, yes, we do. So now we're going to go out one little bit. We're going to go around. Booms. And boom. Boom. There. We're going to go. Let's get it around there. And go. Oh, and I think we had free mode on. Oh, no. Stop it. There we go. So here. Oh, so close. It's like cutting into it. So go a little. Oh, there we go. Okay. So do you want the plant? That's what I said no to. Yes. So I may have screwed that up on my horse pasture then. That might have been. Okay. So now we go in. Or do we need to buy chickens? Let's just buy chickens here real quick and see. One. Yes. Sure. Yes. Chicken. No. See? No meadow. Green capacity, but does it have to grow? Okay, well, anyways, here is my dilemma. So this is my dilemma. So we have this option right here. What does it say here? Does it chicken coop? Does it even give us a? Does it give us? Oh no, not in the. Yeah, see, we can't get out. All right, 2,199. So we added 200 to that little circle. So that gives me the idea that if we were to put this down and we put that whole thing down, it would probably only give us about X or oh no, we want to can we not sell it? Rename back. Because there's chickens, I bet. Right. So chicken coop. Wait, whoa. Okay, so buy. No, we don't want to buy. I'm new. Okay, so we go into the chicken coop and we hit down. There we go. Yep. You're probably screaming at the screen, aren't you? Okay, so sell. Yes. Now, Now we can sell. Okay, so sell that. So that gave us an extra 200. So if we get the base game one, okay, so if we get the base game one and we put it in the same spot ish, see again, do we want? Yes, we do. Again, I don't like the fence, but okay, whatever. So let's just guesstimate here. Because yeah, we had 1,440 chickens in 22, and I do not want to be doing simple, yeah, simple 4 or 500, right? Like oh yeah, we were pumping out that eggs. Okay, so we made that pasture. All right, all right. So now if we go into our animals, so that yeah, okay, so 538. So now we have a total of 538. Not happy, not a happy boy. So we're gonna sell that. Oh, hold on. The other thing too is with this setup, with this building, and even with the big pack, good lord, Major. Even with the big pack there, bigger animal barns, um, you don't have the ability for a gate. However, the fenceless pasture you do. So that's where I'm super torn because I mean the amount of times I did actually have to go into depends. Thankfully, was next to never. So we can make do. I would prefer the bigger animal barn just because I do love that chicken fence. Oh boy, I will say I love that chicken fence. And then what we could do to well, I mean that would give us 2,100, and we had 17. I think that would be good because the fenceless is as much as I love the fenceless and it gives us the ability to give us a gate. I just wish we did have an option for it with a building for the fenceless, which again, beggars can't be choosers. I love what we do have, but I'm thinking what we're going to do is we are going to be moving to the bigger animal barns because, yeah, just picking that up. So, fenceless pastures, that's by Cookie Monster. Um, Yep, Cookie Monster there. And then again, the bigger animal barns, that's by CavalierRoy Monkey Show Modding. So, I think that is going to be our more gooder way to go, just because that'll give us the numbers. The only downside and the only issue that is going to have, if you saw, we've seen all of this getting all changed up here, so we're going to deal with that, and then we're going to see how that goes. And if not, we're going to reload because what we're going to do, just going to go back to our soften. We should be able to just soften it out because we didn't really do too much. So just soften it out as if we're driving on it again, back and forth. Then we're just going to grab our tractor, double check, and then worst case scenario, if the transition is just completely mangled and it's a write-off, then oh yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, I mean we could even put a bridge down here too, possibly, couldn't we? We never did. I never did, but it's a possibility. So I think chickens wise, we've made our decision. I think that's going to go there. So what we're going to do is we are going to grab our chickens major. There we go. So the bigger animal barn up by the road. We're going to get a little in there. And again, we got our picture. Yes, it is right there. Yeah, it was snapped about that way. So we can see the grounds down a little bit on the left. So we're going to go free mode because that's the way I had it. I didn't realize, and it was a little bit off. So there was a couple pallets there that were a bit of a pain in the butt. But excuse me, completely doable. And the hiccups start. All right, great. I thought we were doing good for so long too. Okay, so from here, let's do it. 39,000. Boom. Yes, we do. So we want to go out one. Then we go out one. There we go. And then go out one. Hey, you know what? Let's do that. Oh, it lets us go so close to the trees. I'm loving it. I'm feeling spoiled right now. Like, oh, base games do not let you get this close to the trees, and I am just enjoying the bejesus out of this right now. The possibilities are endless. Okay, so we did get a little overzealous and a little ham on the pasture there, so we're gonna just kind of reline it up a little bit. Out there, and the angle's about there. Unfortunately, see, the building was here, so I don't even know really. I couldn't even like say how many sections we had. So that should be good there. So we just want the one on the edge. Go. This one. back. Yeah. Oh, wait. Switch segment type. Oh, oh my, there's a door. I'm an idiot. Keep looking at your menus, Major. Look at that. Oh, we got a door. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I think I just fell in love with this mod. Bigger animal bars. Now I want to see what the cow. What is that for? I wonder what that. Okay, it's like the 90 degree. Interesting. And a door. Oh, so cool. Well, yeah, I think we should put the door over on that side. We need an equipment gate just in case. And then even here, yeah, we can reverse. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, I totally sounded like rocks right there, didn't I? Wearing off on me. So, oh yeah, we can. Okay, so yeah, definitely in. I don't want to be swinging out, and then we want to line it up, going. Oh, so stop and look. There we go. So now we're gonna go back. Oh, that's a neat one. Okay, well we don't need that big. So now, that's right. We need to go back to the segment one. Yeah, we missed it. There we go. And then we put put a post. Then we go. Yeah. Okay. There we go. And then corner there. There we go. Yeah, because we want that. Oh, what if we put so now we put our little door right there as the kitty corner. That could be doables. There we go. And then back to one. Oh, and we went our post again. There we go. Got our post. Because yeah, that's what I've noticed. When you do a segment, you got to do a segment and then do a post of the original fence and then continue the fence, or else you're gonna have like a floating gap. Okay, so can we line that? Please line up. No. Cancel the wrong. There we go. So back that up a bit. So what did we go? Snapping. Oh, you're just deleting the wrong things here, Major Davis. Oh, that's why, because I'm hitting the wrong call. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna go like that. Okay. And then, oh yeah, we are totally using these pens in Riverbend. Oh, 100%. And with bigger numbers too. Sold. Because I am up for growth, right? You never know what the growth is going to be. Did we do our pet? Nope, we didn't do our post, Major. There we go. Now you do our post. What if we kick it just back a bit? Like just littles ones. So close. Okay. No. Oh, that's so close. Oh, that's as far as it goes. What about? There. Okay, so what if we go absolute max there? Then we do a little one there. There we go. Do you want to plant the meadow? Yes. Okay. And we have gates. Oh, this is epic. This is epically awesome. Oh, I'm so glad I noticed that. Now, technically speaking, should probably have a taller gate. I mean, you got the chickens that can just fly over the gate, jump over the gate, right? Okay, but that's for another time. I'm loving this. This is great. Oh, this is fantastic. That works too. Okay. And then what gives us our boom, boom, boom. Go. I mean, really. Okay, let's just. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now, question is, about 2,200 again. 2,166. Okay. We could have gotten more last time. That's okay. But that'll be fantastic. So we still have enough room. Back our trailer up because it'll just be the little trailer, right? We don't really be because we have a trailer that runs around and does everything in that end. So now when it comes to this sort of stuff, what we also did, we tried to get, now we won't be having a matching fence, unfortunately, I don't believe, unless there is there is a matching fence. Well, I mean, technically we don't really need the matching fence because that is, yeah, you know what, we can go back because I think we had, here we go, it was just a regular wooden rail fence. It was a light one too, so yeah, there we go. It's just a little short one just to protect our pallets when they're sitting there and make sure they don't take corners because I'm bad for that sometimes. I might take a corner and cut it, and as you can see where the tire tracks are. So we just do that. So then it comes up. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm liking it. Okay, so now just the added bit right here when it comes to the customization. So now that we've got the actual base part in, and we do know that what we were doing is actually, you know what? Again, let's save. Look at all this contract. Let's save it up because we are happy. I'm happy. And we put these in like that, and then we're gonna have 2,100 chickens. So that'll be great. And then that's all in. So now we do have room to put everything back in there. And now what we want to be doing is we just want to be getting into our painting now. So just around the edges and just kind of finalizing everything, right? So we have our pasture. Our pasture did get put in, but it kind of overlaid everywhere. So now what I want to do is we are going to put, so it is gravel. It's going to be gravel up, yeah, up here. So no, sorry, I am totally mistaken here. Up here, it's all dirt. That's right. It's dirt here. It's just the gravel roads. Okay, so it's going to be dirt here. So we've already got some dirt going in here, and we have gravel selected. Idiot. So I'm going to put dirt. There we go. So just dirt. I'm going to just kind of work it in this way. And then what I want to do is now, thankfully, it's already there, but we're going to work it all the way around the edge here. Right there. There we go. And then work it out a bit. And then what I'll do, then I'll fill it in from there. So this is, let's just double check. Oh, yeah. Okay, so right there. Now we already have, thankfully, the way the pasture is right there. That's the good thing about the pasture being there is it does already fill it in with grass that will grow on its own. So what we want to be doing is grabbing our grass and just kind of be working it back out again. And a free mode on. Yep. And we want a free mode on, just kind of working it out. And we're going to work a little bit of dirt in there, working in. And then we're going to work our dirt in there. So that grass is already put in now, right again here. This is kind of where the grass would build up, right? It's kind of how I look at it is over the years, the grass would build up, nothing's really driving around it or on it. And then we did have a little, let me just double check here. There's a little bit of a poof, a little bit of grass right out here, like so. Then we're going to put the grass right in there. And then again, like I like to do is there we go. Because we put the free mode on, isn't it? Oh yeah, a little bit of grass in there. That's okay. That won't be too bad. Yeah, I don't think that'll be too bad. I mean, we could, what, can we? If the darn camera will let us. So let's go to, no, it's the wrong size of square. So then we go our tiny. There we go. Little tinies. There we go. Okay. Cleaned up. A little bit of grass. Perfect. That's in there. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the actual grass. We're going to get our long stuff because the long stuff is going to be the stuff that is going to be in the back there that no one ever really touches and you really don't go to. So we're going to fill that stuff in right here along the edge. That in. And then same thing around here. And then right up in here. Get close. And then don't worry, we're gonna put a little bit of long just in the easy. And then now we're gonna get some medium. Get some mediums. Medium in around here. We're gonna fill the medium back in there. Just a little touch up there, and then we put the medium around the edge here. Just little spots of medium here and there. And then what we do is same thing around here. A little bit of the medium around. Then we're going to get some more long. And then the long will just be kind of little tufts, I think. Kind of a wear part right as it goes in. Tufts and long. There and there. I went into the pasture a bit. My bad. My bad. That may change when you reload, so who knows? Okay, so get down to the wire here. So then now from here, it's just going to be the little touches, right? So we're going to grab a couple little bushes and just see how they go. Just kind of see if they will pop in. I guess a little, because the little, like, I just want some little ones, right? There we go. There we go. A couple little ones there. Maybe one through the fence there, one through the fence there. There we go, a couple there. Then we're going to have a couple here. These ones we'll grab. Ooh, these are little tiny ones. Okay, little tiny dark green ones. Okay, we can work the grass back in. That's no problem. Put a couple right here, there, down here a little bit, just sporadically. Same thing, right? Just a little bit of sporadic placement here and there. Get in there, a little bit of bush that builds up there over the years. Perfect. And then again, you can just, again, artist discretion, right? You can kind of do what you want, as you want, when you want. Again, we can put something a little bit different there. Do we have a tall one? Let's get a tall one. Let's try that one. That one might be a little bit too big, but oh no, that's a little bit big, but wow! I don't mind it. Looks like it's kind of growing in. Oh yeah, you can see it glitching through. All right, fine. All right, well, we can't have too many tall ones, I guess, right beside them. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our grass, just the short stuff. Just kind of get rid of the stuff that's going right through. And we're not going inside of the building all that often at all, really. So I don't really mind having that one bush kind of glitching in a little bit. And it adds a little bit of the, not glitching in, but but it just kind of adds like the actual different part. Maybe I'll think about it. See if it grows on me or not. So now we're just going to be at just a little touch of grass, kind of works its way out into the dirt. And then same here, we just want a little bit of touch of grass that works its way around the base of that. And then from here, finalize it all up. Now, again, you can kind of do your own, right? Use your own artist discretion, kind of, put in like, bushes or trees or whatever you want, right? Now, we are going to work this out a little bit. Maybe we'll put a substation in. I have to double check if we have it. I do believe we do, but that is a little bit of searching. We do not have time for that right now. So we will touch on that on the next episode, because the next episode, we're going to move to our sheep. So that's happening. But just final little bit here is the dirt, because that's the thing. Now that we've done the edges, we've got all the edges done, we've got all that stuff done. Now what we want to do is imagine that we're, working the land as if like it's been being worked. So it's like we're going to wear it in, right? So now we're going to put our dirt in where we want it, and we want to kind of work it into where I think it should be, right? Little spots of grass, not so bad, right? Little tufts here and there just to kind of add to it. That's not so bad. I kind of like that. Same thing over here, right? So now we have the door right there. So we're going to work that dirt right in as if we've been working it in, walking. Same thing. Yeah, we're going to work. See, I don't mind this because, again, we're going to be working this silo, right? Supposedly, right? It's going to work in the silo, and then same thing in here. So now we've got the door in there, and then we're going to open the door, and they're just going to be, if we can, there we go. See a little bit of a spot of dirt in there. So that's just and it's on the right side too. It looks like it's centered right perfect there too. We'll check that out in a second, because then we got our gateway as well. So the same thing with the gateway. It's like, we've driven in a bunch of times over the years, so we don't want to be going too far, too crazy. Just something like that. There we go. So now, oh, look at that. We got room for over 2,000 chickens. So then we got the gate right there. That kind of works itself in, right? And we got the chickens in there if we need. And then when it comes to the doorway as well, this way, sorry. And yeah, see how the door opens? That actually works out. That works out really well. So then it kind of works itself in. Same thing, right? Got that all in there. Ooh, yeah. And you can even put it, if you wanted to, you can put a door on this side too, if you want. But that is great. With this mod having this kind of fence, so just in closing, because I'm itching to find out. I want to know. So cows. Let's see. So the bigger animal barns. So cow bigger animal barns mod. Large barn, 300, 2,000. So 2,000, yeah, 2,000 for that. That's with the feeder. And then they have another one, 1,000 without the feeder. Okay. And it's got the same fence that we did in 22. Okay, that is going to be excellent. That is going to be excellent. It's going to be interesting for our pigs though, because I think that's okay. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I think that one, I like that 1,000 head of cattle. That would be freaking awesome. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited. We got our chickens in there ready to go. And I will say, oh, that looks good. That looks good. So pallets come out there, fill it all in. We got access. We got over 2,000 chickens. So that would be pumping the eggs out. That will be pumping the eggs out. But that will be eating our wheat and barley. Oh, yes, very much so. Okay. Again, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. And we will see you in the next episode.